Hi and welcome to the Naval Tech Tinkerer. In this episode, we're going to talk about radios, but it's not going to be so much about naval. And the reason is I'm actually also into flying nowadays. So I wanted to share a little bit a hobby project that I have been modifying and I think improved a little bit. So let's take a look at what this box actually is for those who are interested in flight and what you can do with it. So what are we looking at? This is called the Stratux. It's an open source project where you can get ADS-B. This is all the messages that all the airplanes are sending. So you can see that at 1090 megahertz, I'm getting ADS-B. And on the other radio antenna here, if you're in the US, probably you want to get, I think it's 960 megahertz or something. You can get weather information and stuff like that, but we don't have that here in Europe. Instead, what I have here is a FLARM, and I have it on 868 megahertz. So these antennas are differently tuned given what or different size, length. I don't know, not an expert in that. But yeah, you have to have an antenna that matches this to have really good reception. So that gives this box, which has a Raspberry Pi in here, and it has a GPS puck in here. It has two NSDR Nano 2 Plus digital receivers that takes the signal in here and puts it into a Raspberry Pi. But on top of that, I actually have a chip in here, which gives me artificial horizon. So I can see like if I'm going up or if I'm going down or to the side. And what is this below here? If you have ever seen a Stratux box, you have definitely not seen this one because I designed it myself yesterday. And it's a battery box where I have four 18650 batteries. I have an uninterrupted power supply chip that I got from Amazon. And then I just connected from the uninterrupted power supply through this one to the batteries. And it takes these 3.6 nominal voltage batteries and it steps it up to the 5 volts. And it comes up through one of these ventilation holes. You can maybe see a red line there. I don't know, maybe. It goes up straight through, and up here I just connected it to the barometric pressure, so I can also get the altitude from this one if my instruments die in the airplane. So what is the use case for this? Well, you can have like a highway in the sky. You can have any of these cool apps that you can connect this to, and then you will see all the other airplanes around you. As I said, I can also see the gliders because of this, and that's really important. Just last year when I was out, I think we counted like 6 gliders around us, and they have the right of way, so I definitely really want to see where they are. I mean, we already have FLARM in our airplanes, and it actually warned me one time that we were in a collision course. I couldn't see the airplane, but I really would like to have like maybe an iPad when I finally get my certificate on the side where I can see where they are on a map constantly being updated and what altitude they're at. So that's the Stratux build. Next, I think I want to go into the app here. So let's just unlock that. There we go. Okay, so sorry, not making the best video here, but first you just connect through Wi-Fi to the box, and then you can point this 192.168.10.1, and then you get all the data. You can see that I have 360 messages that has been received by now since I started the box. Not a lot of traffic right now. There was plenty of airplanes around me before. You can see that I have 1090 Open Glider Network connected. And I actually think I saw one yesterday. No, I couldn't have. They're not flying right now. It's March, so yeah, not many gliders out right now, I guess. Not many LSAO gliders out at all, I guess, since we have a lot of crappy weather here right now. But it's getting better, so I'm really looking forward to testing this out later when I have my certificate and I'm allowed to fly myself. Anyways, we can take a look at the traffic. We can see there is no traffic. You would actually see here like the aircraft with tail number and everything. We can see I have an artificial horizon. So like I said, if I pitch up or pitch down to the sides, yeah, you can see it kind of updates. You can see that we don't have a GPS lock. We can take a look why. And we can see, okay, I have 5 GPS satellites in lock, and yeah, it still understands where I am, but to really know exactly where I am, and especially the open glider network seems sensitive to this, you really need to have like 5 or 6 GPSs in lock. And when I'm inside the house, it really struggles to get a good lock. You can do things to improve that, like have an external GPS puck, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this as is, at least for now. Yeah, what do we have more? Yeah, if we had airplanes around here, we would actually see them. It's kind of fun. You start seeing all of them. Oops, what did I do? Turned on the lamp. What do we have more? We can see a radar around us, and you can see that we have baro and altitude, or barometric altitude. And we can also see how hot the sensor is, I think 40.4. Let's check on the status. We can see that, saw that here. You can actually see that. You see, I actually have an error here I didn't see before. Barometric altitude out of expected range. Interesting, maybe I have an issue here I need to problem solve. It's one of these cheap GPSs, like the U-Box or U-Blocks that I've connected. Now we can see 7 in solution, so maybe we can... Yeah, you see the GPS here turns green. Let's see if we can get like that. Yeah, so a lot of different sensors here that in the situation that maybe... I don't know, if you blow a fuse and suddenly some of the instruments in the aircraft stop working, I have all the important things. I have density altitude. I have my artificial horizon telling me how I'm pitching the aircraft. Yeah, you can see ground test mode, GPS required. I lost the GPS when I moved it away from the window. But that's going to come back. Anyway, so just wanted to show, like, there's an open source application, like in Route, we can just open it up. And yeah, normally if I had airplanes around me, I actually have one of the major airports pretty close to me. So we can usually see the airplanes landing here. Jumped a little bit. What can we do more? Well, maybe I'll just show you a little bit how to set this up. I haven't tried it when flying, but yeah, it looks like a decent, simple app. There's, of course, way more better advanced apps. But yeah. We can go to data connections, and we can see that I have the Open Glider network connected here. I have the UDP connections. We can see, yeah, we're getting messages here. So that's pretty neat. But this app also is limited that it doesn't show you any airplanes around you if it's not within like 3,000 feet. So yeah, that's a limitation. Let's go back and see if we can actually see something on the map. Sometimes I notice that if you think about it, yeah, look in here. We see Ryanair. 68 Sierra Zulu. It's 36,000 feet. So even though that's kind of behind me, so even though I have a roof between me and that, it's receiving all that. So yeah, that's going to fly over me. It's doing 388 knots, which is, I guess, about 750 kilometers an hour, going pretty darn fast. So cool. We actually got an airplane flying above us, so I could demo that it actually works. Anyways, I just want to say to share a little bit about the fun electronics projects you can do if you don't want to spend like endless of budgets buying really expensive stuff. The box is just 3D printed. The electronics and everything, I think this cost like maybe 150 euros or yeah, something like that. Maybe yeah, between 150 and 200 US dollars. It does get a little bit hot, so if I didn't say that before, you'd really need this fan here. You can actually feel it here, that there is heat coming out. And if you're flying and it's a clear day and it's really, really hot, you really got to... I probably should have printed this all white. I don't know why I printed it in black ABS here, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for looking at this little video, and if you're interested, write a comment, or if you're interested in this battery box, I might share the STL if somebody's interested. I've just bolted it through from below here, so it sticks really well and doesn't come off. And yeah, it's just standard LGMJ ones, I think they're called 18650 batteries, which gives you like 14,000 milliamps, which is really big. And it gives me like 10 hours runtime almost. I tested last night before they died. So cheers.